A second.
Are we ready?
Hold on 1 second for me.
Okay.
See if we can get Jackie connected. Technology.
I know. When do we get to come back to the building?
I don't have an answer for that yet. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have like a circle thing happening on my. What is coming? Wow. Uh-oh. Can you guys see me?
No.
No.
God.
Oh, yeah, you're up like in a little picture at the top.
Oh, well,
At least on my screen, you're in a little picture on the top.
now it's telling me that it's not responding. I have no idea why. Come on. Okay. Come on. I'm sorry, people.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys can hear me and stuff, we could go ahead and start, I guess, since it is 6:05 and Jackie can still try and join.
Yeah, I think as long as we can hear you, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, wait. Maybe. Okay. Nope. Maybe. Okay, can you guys still see and hear me?
Can hear you, but not see you.
I see you in a little picture on the top.
I'm not moving or anything? Okay. Well, let's just go ahead. If you guys can hear me, we'll be good. It'll be fine. Jess, can I ask you, can you pull up YouTube and see if we're still broadcasting?
Yeah, it looks like it says YouTube is live on YouTube. So let me make sure. Give me just a second.
Okay, because it makes me nervous because I can't see what's going on. And
Yeah,
it's my computer.
we're broadcasting on YouTube.
Okay, well then, let's go. We're good then. Sorry, people. Jeff, can you hear me?
I can now. Okay, do we want to go ahead and start the meeting?
Yeah, I believe that's what Pam was saying. So
Okay, then. We can go ahead and call the meeting to order and ask for roll call.
I seem to be back now, but I don't see Jeff.
I
Well,
can see Jeff, but I
Well,
still
you're
don't
fortunate.
see you.
You don't
Yeah.
see me yet?
Nope.
I don't see you either.
Okay. Wow, we've never had this kind of problem with
But I
Zoom before.
I can hear you good. I didn't put on my glasses. I still don't see you.
Crazy. Don't know what's happening. If we can get Jeff back.
I'm here.
Can you not hear Jeff? Pam?
I can hear.
No, is he talking?
Yes. He said he can hear you.
I can't hear him or see him. But I can see everybody else.
Yeah, I've got the same thing. I can see everyone else, although I can hear Pam, but I can't see her.
Bill, I really apologize for you having to be a part of this meeting that.
It's okay. It happens all the time.
Okay, we've had supremely good luck using Zoom since March. So I'm really not knowing why we're having a problem.
Pam, Jeff had asked for a roll call.
I can do that. All right, Mr. Camp,
Here.
Mrs. Bowersock,
Take a picture
Here.
while you scan.
Mrs. Greenwood. Okay, I can't tell if she got on or not. All right, Mrs. McGill
Here.
and Chairman Owens.
Here?
He said here. I don't know if you heard him.
No. So Jess, if you can relay what he says to me.
Okay.
So sorry.
Okay, well, then we'll move forward with the approval of the minutes of the November 4th meeting.
We're moving forward with the approval of the minutes, Pam.
Okay.
I motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. We have a motion and
Motion
a
was
second.
made by Mr. Camp to approve the minutes of the VRB meeting of November 4th of 2020, and this was seconded by Mrs. Bowersock. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so motion passes. We
Wonder-
can move forward with number 4. Information on the LED sign at 79 West Franklin or Presbyterian Church.
Is it 72 West Franklin?
We're moving forward, Pam, with the information
Oh.
on the LED sign
Yes.
at 72 West Franklin.
Okay.
I didn't know if you wanted to touch base on that or If you
So I know last time there was discussion about it because there now seems to be motion and some animation that has been included on the sign. And there was a discussion whether that, if there had been, when it was voted on, discussion on those things. And so I supplied the minutes from both the VRB meeting on that sign, and then the BZA also heard that case. And the board did decide that the sign would be fine, but that there would be no scrolling or animation of any sort. And so I think, so that means it goes back to Jessica to handle where we go with that.
So at this point, it would be basically getting proof of the sign having some sort of animation or movement, and then confronting the church with a notice of violation. We would probably do it informally at this point and move forward if we had to with an actual notice of violation. But
So that's something then you would take care of and let us know how that goes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, clearly where we talked about 5 minutes and we talked about no animation or scrolling,
Mhm.
it clearly is animated to a small degree, and Ann is more than that. So hopefully then with an informal conversation that can be back to the original approval. Is there any other conversation around that sign?
I noticed in the original minutes, in one place it says that it's at 72 West Franklin, and in another place it says 75. Maybe somebody should correct whichever one is wrong.
Yeah, and that was on the minutes at 79, so just take your pick.
Yeah, I mean, one is 72, one's 75, and you're saying 79, so that's 3.
Oh.
So I don't know what, I didn't go down
Well,
the address.
yeah, I mean, in
Just
theory,
for the record, maybe somebody should figure it out. And
yeah, we can review that on Greene County GIS, so we can.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, it has to be an even number, so. we can
oh,
go with
really?
70.
Oh, well, then it's probably 72.
Probably,
Easy
yeah,
enough.
because it's on the even side of the road.
Right.
So, very good. Well, Jessica, if you can have that informal conversation with them and I guess hopefully monitor and see if they can follow what was approved, and we can talk about that at next meeting.
Okay, definitely.
Unless there's anything else, we can move forward with new business. VRB 2163, the projecting sign at 9 East Franklin.
Okay, Pam, we're moving forward with the projecting sign at 9 East Franklin.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so the request is to install a projecting sign at the property located at 9 East Franklin Street. The applicant's name is Bill Baglio from Big Splash Graphics. The property owner is Bella Hart. The request is to place a 42-inch diameter Diabond projecting sign at that location. Diabond, if you're not familiar with it, is a brand of aluminum composite sheeting. The square foot of the sign would be approximately 9.62 square feet per side. The height is 13.5 feet from the ground to the top of the sign, or 10 feet from the bottom of the sign to the sidewalk. The sign meets all regulations and staff sees no issue with the Village Review Board approving their proposed sign.
So any discussion, conversation, or questions, or anything from the applicant?
You have questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
Okay,
It's a simple Dibond sign. It's going to be mounted to the wall above the door, above the center door, between the door and the window there. Like Jessica said, it's about 3.5 inches. It'd probably be closer to 3 foot wide, but right now we have it spec'd at 3.5, but it's not very big.
so then you're using a metal frame that would hang above it, that it hangs off of?
Correct. But it'd be a metal bracket.
Okay,
It looks nice in the picture.
Thank you.
I don't see anything wrong with that. That looked good too.
It matches some of the other signs that have already been put up there across the street. It matches right there at the barber shop. It pretty well matches there. So I think it fits in pretty well.
my only concern is I would go to the wrong house, since I'm in the Bell house.
Spend some time but it's a very nice facility, actually.
Very good. Well, any other conversation or a motion?
I motion that we approve the sign at 9 West Franklin Street,
9
I
East Franklin.
second it.
East Franklin.
I second it.
All right, Mr. Camp made a motion to approve BRB 20-163 projecting sign at 9 East Franklin Street, and this was seconded by Mrs. McGill. Mr. Camp,
Aye.
Mrs. McGill,
Aye.
Mrs. Bowersock,
The
Aye.
district is on.
and Chairman Owens.
Yes.
He said yes, Pam. I don't know if you can hear him yet or not.
I still can't hear him.
Very good. We appreciate you being with us.
Thank you very much.
We'll
I
move
appreciate
on.
your time.
You bet. We'll move
Thank
on to
you.
VRB
Thank you.
20
Thanks, Bill.
dash 161 projecting sign at 15 West Franklin.
Pam,
Mhm.
do we have anybody from either Sherry or John for the 15 West Franklin sign?
No, unless it's another technical issue, but let me check and make sure that they haven't tried to email me in the past 10 minutes.
Okay.
And no, I haven't gotten any word from them.
Okay. Unfortunately, because of the state of this sign request, when we sent this out to you last week, we were hoping to at least potentially get the needed information to approve the sign. However, they have not gotten back with me and given me this required information because we need to know essentially the height of the sign from the sidewalk to the bottom of the sign, which would then let us know if it needs a variance or if it's within the code. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the sign images they gave us were just some like Google images. They weren't real specific. So we don't know as to the content of the sign. And if no one is here to let us know the content or the context of the sign, and as we don't know the height of the sign, I don't think we should even move forward.
Mhm.
I think that we should have the applicant submit more information before moving forward.
Well, it seems obvious from looking at the building that their little drawing, there is no way they can get a sign under that soffit overhang, because the soffit overhang is barely 10 feet off the sidewalk to start with.
Yeah. So-
let alone, you know, a 10-foot, let alone a 2-foot sign.
I think it was up to you. Staff suggestion would be that you table it until they can give us some appropriate information for the sign.
Okay. So I assume what we would be looking for is a graphic of what the sign is to look like and a detailed, accurate drawing of showing the location and the height of the sign.
Correct. So it doesn't have to be specifically detailed. We could suffice with one of the images that they've showed us, but they need to be pretty specific in what the context of the sign will be. Like what is actually going to be on the sign.
Mhm.
Is it going to be a business name? You know, that sort of information. So,
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I say, in looking at that building closely, at least the way they've drawn it, they were going to have to move it above that soffit overhang in order to get their 10
Yeah.
feet. There's no other way
so
around it.
yeah, and we would need to know that, because in order to move forward, the village review board would need to make, if it does require a variance, make a suggestion to the Board of Zoning Appeals, and we can't do that if we don't have the required information. So
Yep, running in the dark. Okay, well, anyone want to make a motion just to table this for further details?
I move that we table, wait, what's the name of it?
Uh,
The sign request for,
15 West Franklin.
thank you, I was looking, 15 West Franklin, until we have additional information about the content of the sign and how far from the ground the bottom of the sign is.
And this is something we're going to make sure that is in an update to the code, that these specific requirements are actually followed. So just FYI.
Thank you. Thank you. Sure makes our job easier. Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
A motion was made by Mrs. McGill to table BRB 20-161 projecting sign at 15 West Franklin. And this was seconded by Mrs. Bowersock. Mrs. McGill,
Aye.
Mrs. Bowersock,
Aye.
Mr. Camp,
Aye.
and Chairman Owens.
Jeff said aye.
Thank you.
You're a good translator.
Yeah.
Very,
I don't think I would.
very good. Any other open discussion? Other conversations under open discussion? Miss Jessica, anything from you?
No. Currently just finishing up sections of the code, and hoping that this year we'll have an ease in the number of permits, and that everything gets back to normal soon. So
Whatever normal is.
yeah, whatever normal is.
Very good. Any other conversation? Otherwise, we can make a motion for adjournment.
I move that we adjourn.
I second it.
A motion was made by Mrs. McGill to adjourn the VRB meeting, and this was seconded by Mr. Camp. All in favor?
Really,
Aye.
All right, sorry, everybody. Try again next month.
Yep.
There we go.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.